Subscribe for the latest in boxing, guys. And if you want to support me on Patreon, the link's below down in the description. So I'm going to be quoting Anthony Joshua. All my career, I've concentrated on the opponent in front of me. Most of all with Vladimir Klitschko. But this time, I'm focused on Deontay. I've been watching him a lot. I've already started to work out how he lands some of those unusual knockout punches. So that is what excuse me. See, I'm always making mistakes. That is what Anthony Joshua had to say. He says he's focused on Deontay Wilder. He's studying him. So right now, Anthony Joshua might be at home looking at a Deontay Wilder tape, studying his, technique. And I guess he's looking at that to see what he has to do to beat someone like Deontay Wilder. He says that, he does this with all his opponents, and he was doing this with Vladimir Klitschko. Now he's doing this with Deontay Wilder. In this same piece, he says that he's actually looking beyond somebody like Alexander Povetkin because he feels that he's past that. Like, he feels that, I guess, Alexander Povetkin is below him in a sense, and he just wants to focus on the other champion in the division, which is, of course, Deontay Wilder. So even though he knows, and he's taking Alexander Povetkin serious, he's really trying to look past him because he feels that he wants to just unify, right? And I get what he's saying, right? I want to just unify. I don't want to be fighting someone like this, right? Who is not a champion, who's 39, right? So, once again, this just goes to show you that Anthony Joshua wants this fight. He wants to fight Deontay Wilder. So stop listening to all these people saying that Anthony Joshua is afraid. I always see these people online talking like they know, like they have proof that Anthony Joshua is afraid of Wilder and shit. But every article I read of Anthony Joshua, all he's ever saying is how he wants to fight Deontay Wilder. I've never come across the article where I see Anthony Joshua saying, you know what, I don't think I'm ready for Deontay Wilder, or, I don't think the timing is right. Let's wait 2-3 years, or, I don't feel that I can beat Deontay. I don't see that article. Every article I see is that he wants to fight Deontay Wilder, that he's focused on facing him, that if he didn't fight Deontay Wilder, he wouldn't feel happy about that. He'll feel upset that he has to fight Deontay Wilder because him and Deontay Wilder are in the same era. They're in the same era. So it wouldn't be right if they didn't fight. Right? He wants to fight the best of his era. Every article I've been reading of Joshua just lets me know that he wants this fight. So please stop going around saying that Joshua's a punk, or he's afraid, or he doesn't really want it. Just because Deontay Wilder says that Anthony Joshua is afraid of him doesn't mean this is the truth. Why don't you actually take the time to read articles and look at what the fighters are actually saying, and don't just look at what Deontay Wilder is saying and then believe him. Oh, wait a minute. Deontay Wilder just said that Anthony Joshua is afraid of him and he's ducking the fight. This means it must be true. It must be true, because if Wilder said it, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, then that means, of course, it's true. So I'm just going to listen to him. I'm going to go on YouTube, write comments, and say how Anthony Joshua is ducking Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder said that Anthony Joshua is not fighting him. And the reason this fight isn't happening is because Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. That's a lot of you boxing fans be doing, you Wilder fans. You Wilder sexuals out there, man. So take the time to look at, articles or videos of the fighters and see what they have to say themselves. And then you'll realize, okay, he actually does want to fight him. A lot of these, big Deontay Wilder channels, all they ever do is make videos letting you know what Deontay Wilder said. They make videos letting you know what other fighters said. But they never make videos letting you know what Anthony Joshua said, right? If Anthony Joshua says, I want to fight Deontay Wilder tomorrow, let's do this. You're not going to see one of these Deontay Wilder fanboys make a video talking about that, because they ignore that. They just focus on, whatever Deontay Wilder's saying. If Deontay Wilder say something, criticizes AJ, they're going to make a video of that. because they're fanboys. They just want to be biased towards Wilder, but they refuse to make videos. You've never seen none of these Deontay Wilder fan channels making videos about what Anthony Joshua was saying. So that's what I'm saying. It's a double standard. It's biased. They do this because they don't want to show that side. They don't want to show you what's going on there. So yeah. AJ is focused on Wilder. Stop listening to these people saying that he's afraid of him. He's not. Look at the articles. Look at the articles yourselves. Read the articles and you'll see that it's the truth. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for the latest in boxing. And if you choose to donate to my Patreon to support the channel, because I make absolutely no money on YouTube. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.